The new Pope is the first Leo since 1903, when Leo XIII died. He'd been elected in 1878. He's best known for the publication of Rerum Novarum in 1891, which was the first of the Catholic social teaching documents. It's thought that Rerum Novarum was written by the English Cardinal Henry Manning. There's a background to this. Manning had been introduced to Henry George in 1884 during George's visit to London, and that introduction was instigated by the Catholic journalist Wilfrid Meynell, who'd been impressed by Henry George's work Progress and Poverty, published in 1879, and that advocated the taxation of land values as the remedy for the growing disparity between wealth and poverty in the industrialised countries. And Manning was presented with a copy, read it, and was horrified because he saw it as an attack on private property. And Manning was the scion of a family of minor country landowners. So it went down very badly. And if he's the author of Rerum Novarum, it makes sense because he needed to squash the ideas of Henry George. And he did this by asserting the right to private property, which was a bit disingenuous because private property is land and buildings. Anyway, it effectively deprived the Catholic workers and social reformers movements of an effective policy and left the door open to Marxism. The story doesn't end there because the Catholic writers Belloc and Chesterton took the view that if property was a good thing, then everybody should have some. And from that was born the political movement called distributism. But distributism never had a legal and fiscal framework, and so they never really knew how to achieve distributism. Henry George's idea of a land value tax would have done the job, but that was off the menu, so it didn't happen. George himself wrote a response to Rerum Novarum called, I think it's called On the Condition of Labour, and the copy was presented to the Pope, but I think it was acknowledged. I don't think it was ever, I'm not sure it was even acknowledged. It was certainly never read, and it was certainly never incorporated. George's idea was that if land is a gift of God, then the land value tax is a logical consequence of that. Anyway, that all died. The Catholic Church has never really addressed the ideas in a practical way. There's never come out of it a very practical policy. And the whole thing remains unfinished business. Whether this Pope will finish it is another question. It would be nice to have a pleasant surprise, wouldn't it?